And just like that, our time in Hua Hin is over.
31 nights here in Hua Hin. And honestly, I don't really want to leave because I like it here.
I think that's kind of like the first time where we're not really ready to move on. This place has been very, very relaxing. I think for me, the lack of crowds, the walkability, and just uh, the lack of hustle for the locals has been a relief, I guess. It's been a really nice just downtime.
Yeah, this place is obviously a retirement town. A lot of expats come here to retire, and I definitely can understand why now. And all I can say is we will definitely be back in Hua Hin and even here in this unit at the La Casita because this stay was pretty awesome.
Yeah, this was by far the most equipped Airbnb that we've ever stayed at. So it really just made life so much easier for us.
Yeah, had everything we needed, pool, gym, a well-equipped kitchen that we were able to cook in. The place was comfortable and clean, no complaints whatsoever. But yeah, we are about to go check out, and then we are heading to the Hua Hin airport to catch a short flight up to Chiang Mai, which is our next destination, where we are going to be for Songkran, which should be really cool. So I think that's it for the moment. We'll catch you at the airport.
We are Cory and Wallace, an early retired couple on a full-time journey around the world. With a passion for exploring new cultures, discovering hidden gems, and enjoying delicious local food, we are on a mission to experience as much of the world as we can.
We're all checked in at the airport here in Hua Hin, waiting for our flight to board, which should be in about 20 minutes. It's a pretty small airport. They only fly 2 direct flights out of here, to Chiang Mai and to Phuket. Apparently, before COVID, there were more flights, including to Bangkok, Cambodia, and some other places, but that is no longer the case. And sorry, it's really loud because there's these announcements in the background.
But yeah, don't show up too early. Security opened, I think, an hour before the flight. Other than that, you're sitting downstairs. There's not a lot here.
Yeah, I think security technically opened an hour and a half before the flight time. So even though you were checked in, people were lined up waiting to go through security, which was then a pretty crazy area. Also, they're pretty thorough, and they weigh the carry-on suitcases. So we did check our suitcases because we expected that would be an issue, and glad we did. We are on board, and it's going to be a short 1 hour, 15-minute flight to Chiang Mai. That was a really orderly boarding process. They just call the zones and people just get up and file through. No gate lice or people, trying to jump the gun. It was very refreshing, not having to fight our way through to get on board.
To be fair, we haven't really had to do that in Asia.
Vietnam was pretty bad the last time we were there.
Yeah, but since we started actually traveling here, we haven't had...
No, on this journey, not so much. So far, so good.
Yeah, Air Asia comes through again. I honestly had doubts the very first time we flew them, but they've been really good.
They were weighing carry-on suitcases, but that wasn't an issue for us today. So in the future, that might be if we're trying to do carry-on for both our backpacks and our suitcase. But we'll see. After a fairly uneventful flight, we are here in Chiang Mai.
Yeah. Again, flying in Asia, very easy. So yeah, we are using a new driving service. It's called Bolt. So far, so good.
It was significantly cheaper than Grab, so yay. And yeah, we're just heading over to our Airbnb, and then we're gonna go wander out and find some food because it's well after 1:30 now, and I'm hungry. Checking in. Building C. C.
Đưa tay, ơi, tay.
And the mail room.
The box you need.
Mailbox right there. Thank you. Okay, this isn't working. It's over here. So, was it, oh, okay. I only saw it. Okay, thank you. I was using the wrong one. There we go. So it helps if you're using the right keypad, because there's 3 different banks and I was using the wrong one, but there's our key.
We were trying to find the mall just so that we can go get some lunch and also do the grocery shopping. And it's less than 500 meters from where we're staying, but they don't have it really well marked, so we walked around in circles until we finally figured out how to get there.
We didn't figure it out. We had to ask for directions. To be fair, the door or the gate that we had to go through, there's construction on this building that's just over that way. And it looked like the gate went into a construction zone, but there was like a path through the construction zone to get to where we need to go. So that's where we're going right now. It's just over to Central Festival Mall, which is like a 5-minute walk away from our Airbnb. Gonna grab some food, and then we'll take you back and maybe do a tour of the room and the building that we're in, which is actually really nice. Given this parking lot behind us right now, I'm pretty sure we found the mall. Also, you guys, it's really, really hot. It's 37 Celsius here. It was 32 when we left Hua Hin. So this is really, really warm.
This mall is really big. It's not as big as some in Bangkok. I think there's only 4 levels. So the one thing that I'm learning is that locals like to go to the mall to get out of the heat. I didn't really understand that before. I get it now. And it makes sense that the malls are nice and big so that they encourage shopping.
And yeah, as Cory was saying, with the AC, it being 37 degrees out, or it's like 98 or 99 Fahrenheit, it is hot. We were only outside for less than 5 minutes, and I am just drenched. So the AC in here is really, really welcoming.
One of our favorite things to do is to go to the mall and go to the food court. The food court has a lot of authentic food, and it's where the locals eat. So today I was pleasantly surprised. I was actually able to get some traditional pad thai. That was not the case in Hua Hin. So I'm really excited. I'll show you it. And Wallace is currently getting food. For pad thai at the food court, this place is a winner. It's very authentic, very good, and well made.
I went with a crab soft omelet on a bed of rice, which looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. Looks tasty. This is really simple. It's literally just a soft scrambled egg basically with crab meat on rice. It's quite tasty. It's nice and savory. The crab meat, of course, that's leg meat, so there is little bits of the shell, like that soft like shell or cartilage or bone, whatever, in a couple of the bites I've had. But all things considered, not bad. Might be a little bit noisy because there's a bunch of kids playing in that kids like play zone behind me, but I just wanted to say, Cory's Pad Thai, considering we're in a shopping mall, in a food court, for 65 baht, which is about $2.67 Canadian, it is a damn good plate of Pad Thai. Like, it's legit. You know, you can taste the tamarind, the garlic, the shallot in there, like egg, tofu, bean sprouts, green onion, lime juice, and peanuts and chilies. It's really damn good for the price.
It's the next day, and one thing that we did do is arrange for getting a motorbike in Chiang Mai. So they drop it off at your place, and we're going to go check it out.
This is my wife,
Hello.
Cory.
Hi, Cory.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
So this is our bike?
This is the bike. Remote key. So you basically keep that.
Because it's keyless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just keep that in your pocket. The police corruption has stopped now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's...
There's no back pocket money. So if you stopped without a helmet, it's a 500 baht fine.
Yeah.
Without a license, you've got a license?
We've got
Yes.
IDs and motorbike licenses, yeah.
Cool. It's a 500 baht fine.
Without it?
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
the other thing is, if the police ever do stop you and fine you 500 baht for not having helmet as a contract, they'll write you out a ticket. That ticket is valid for 3 days, so they cannot fine you again in the next 3 days for not wearing a helmet. That's how crazy the laws are out here.
Okay. And any risk of theft of the bike here?
Not out here.
No.
Provided you don't do anything silly like leaving the keys
Like,
with the bike.
yeah, the key will always be in
Yeah.
his pocket, so...
But no, you don't. It's actually a very honest country.
Okay. And the helmet's safe to like leave like this and go when we're like, you know, in
Yeah.
for lunch or somewhere
Yeah.
like that,
I've
or
occasionally had helmets stolen, but it really doesn't happen very often. I've maybe had 3 or 4 stolen in 11 years.
okay.
So you've been out to Chiang Mai before?
Yes, this is our second time.
Welcome back. It is now the next day because, as usual, travel days, we just ended up getting really late, just even going out, getting lunch, groceries, dinner, all that stuff just seems to take forever. So here we are. It is the next morning. We've just gotten our motorbike rental, which looks pretty awesome. So Chloe Motorbike Rentals, highly recommended if you are here in Chiang Mai. Anyways, welcome back to our Airbnb. It's a little 1-bedroom apartment, so we'll just show you around. And then after that, we'll take you out and show you the pool and the gym and other stuff. Basically, it's pretty cute. You've got dining table, living room, and there's a balcony up there. Just some green space across the way. And what looks like a small temple. I'm not sure what kind of temple that is. We've got a little bit of a kitchen with a washing machine, a really nice little washing machine, which is fantastic. And a 1-burner induction stove, which is taking some getting used to. We may or may not have burnt our breakfasts just a little bit. But otherwise, you know what? It's not that well equipped, but it's enough for the bare essentials for 2 people. They did also provide brand new pot, pans, a larger wok, there's a kettle, there's a microwave. So it's good enough, and a decent sized fridge. And bathroom's in this way. And it's got a standalone shower, which we've now figured out how the hot water works. So there is hot water in the shower. There wasn't yesterday when we took our showers because we couldn't figure out how to work it. There's like 3 different levers you have to have in the right orientation to get hot water. Anyways.
And one thing that we're loving over here is they're full showers. So they actually have a door and they stop the water from getting into the bathroom. It's not like a wet bath. It's so much nicer.
And this one is actually a 1-bedroom, so there's actually a door and a separate bedroom area. And what looks to be, I think it's a king-size bed because it's bigger than a queen. Maybe it's not a full-size king, but it's not a queen either. And then a closet there. Fairly small closet. The only downside is there's not a lot of floor space or anywhere really to lay your suitcases out. So I've got mine just in the corner there. Cory's is out in the living room. So that's really the only issue is it's a little small, but we're only here for 2 weeks. So I think we'll be able to make this work.
And there's 2 different air conditioners, one in the bedroom and also one out here, which is also nice. Also, another thing that is really nice, really good lighting. That is something that we haven't had in a long, long time. That's something we really enjoyed having in our house. So to have really good lighting again is a nice treat.
Yeah, after dark, you'd be surprised how much difference that makes. Like in Ubud, it was really dim after dark. And I mean, it gets dark by 6:37, so you spend a good chunk of the evening indoors and it's pretty dark in the room. This place has really nice LED lighting all around. So just a nice little bonus. Don't even know if I've said it yet, but the building we're staying in is called the One Chiang Mai. And it's 5 buildings, A, B, C, D, and E, and then a center courtyard, which contains 3 swimming pools. So we're gonna go take a quick walk around and show you those, and then we'll go into building D and show you all the gym and other amenities that are there. Swimming pool number 1. Swimming pool number 2, which is a 50-meter Olympic-sized pool. And swimming pool number 3. Behind me is a study room. There's a bunch of little cubicle type alcoves and then just some open desks and chairs for people to do some quiet work, study, whatever. And it's actually a lot of room in there, not just the area that we saw there, but it actually goes around the corner and there's like more seating there as well. So pretty cool. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It says co-kitchen room. It looks like there's a big long dining table there. There might be a kitchen facility in there. I'm not sure. There are people in there right now. Looks like they're having a meeting or something, so we didn't want to go in and interrupt. There's also a Lego playroom for kids. We're now downstairs, and there is a game room here with a ping pong table and a pool table. And as you can see, the gym is actually fairly large and really well equipped with free weights, kettlebells, benches with barbells, and 1, 2, 3, 4 cardio machines. Not too shabby. There's even this Pilates/yoga room with all sorts of interesting looking Pilates equipment that we have absolutely no idea how to use.
And not that there's any reason you'd want to go into a sauna in the heat. There is a sauna room. There's men and female, which is really cool. This place is huge and it's very well equipped.
And even a music room where there's these soundproofed rooms, one with a piano and one with a drum set, if you are so inclined.
The gym, I would have to say, and the pools are by far the best thing about this place. It just gives us so much more opportunity. There's so much more equipment down there that we can play with.
Yeah, especially when it's 36, 37 Celsius out during the middle of the day. It'll be great being able to jump in that pool. Having it right there is going to be fantastic. And the gym is pretty awesome. It's probably one of the better gyms we've had access to while we've been on the road. So we've got some good workouts there. And even better, this place is costing us, I believe, $564 Canadian for 16 nights for basically the 2 weeks and change that we're here in Chiang Mai. So this place was a pretty good find. The only downside to it is it's, a little bit outside of the city center and like from Old Town, which is where a lot of the touristy stuff and temples and night markets are situated right by the main gate there. So we're 2 or 3 kilometers away from that. But we also were able to get a very good rate on a bike rental for the 2 weeks. So we've got a motorbike now, which is a Yamaha Aerox 155, which is only costing us a couple hundred Thai baht per day for the total time that we have it. So yeah, it'll be easy to get around as well.
Mm-hmm. I would have to say, overall, Thailand is a big win, and we'll definitely be back to Thailand. So far, it's been our favorite place in our travels.
Yeah, and to be fair, we're not surprised by that. We've been here before 7 years ago and loved it then, and we still love it. So I think that's where we're going to leave it. Thanks for joining us on our travel up to Chiang Mai. We've got some more videos to come while we're here, starting with Songkran, which starts in just a few days, and hope you'll come hang out with us for that. But anyways, if you did like this video, please make sure to hit thumbs up to give us a like, and make sure you subscribe.
And we hope that you'll join us in other videos for adventures. And until then, stay curious and keep exploring.